So how do you imagine the future of your estate? As you mentioned, it's a family estate. You were inspired by the legacy of the Burgundy chateaus and that thing. Do you imagine this way for yourself in the long run?
I have a very embarrassing spreadsheet from when I started in 2014, and it was like, okay, 500 cases, then 1,000 cases, then 1,500 cases, and very quickly I was going to get to 40,000 cases. I was like, okay, then we'll think about it. And obviously, we did a big pivot there. Our goal for the winery would be if we could make, 1,000, 2,000 cases of wine, if we can share it with folks here at the tasting room and make a couple bucks doing that, I would rather do that than be big. There's, I like people coming out. I like people trying our wines, and I'd rather make as great a wines we can and sell them directly, even if that's 200 cases per wine, rather than scale. And that took a lot for me to get over because I think in like bigger, better, all that. But I'd rather have something small and replicatable, so to speak. It doesn't always have to be about growth. And this is kind of a funner part of the business. It's more friendly. I was just chatting with somebody who had a food truck here at the winery, and she worked in her career as a paramedic, and she got burned out. And in a paramedic's world, every person you meet, your customer, so to speak, it's possibly the worst day of their life, and it's just not very much fun. In hospitality and winemaking, people are here on vacation. This is not, if not the best day of their life, it's one of the better days of their year. It's one of the better days of their week. They're happy to be here. They want to try some wine. They want to relax in the sunshine. Like it's what I think is important about like life and business, that it can be sustainable and fun and happy, and that counts.
Wow, that's a wonderful philosophy. And I think it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even mean that it's not scaling, because by doing this, you are scaling the amount of people that you can maybe host. And by doing it, repeating, hosting wine tastings, you get better and better, and you can provide an even more meaningful experience. So I don't think that this means that it is like slowing down or something. You can maximize your knowledge and output even in this strategy or this way of doing business.
Yeah, and we do have three wonderful children, and in an ideal world, one or many of them would want to work in the business. And I think part of the way we would do that is not have my kids see their dad and mom work to death in this business, right? And so take on a huge amount of debt to have a lot of inventory, to then travel to sell the inventory. And then the kids wonder, hey, why is dad not here? Well, it's because he's out traveling to some distant land to sell, a half a pallet of wine if it goes well. And that's the lowest you'll ever sell a bottle of wine for, is FOB to a distributor. And so we want a business that ideally would make a few dollars, that doesn't take all of our effort and our time and our life, so that the kids don't see it as this big drain. And so it might be something good that they would want to be a part of, rather than here's your dad's legacy, work your whole life just like he did. I don't think that's enticing to kids. If my dad had done something like that, I wouldn't want to take it over.
I totally agree. Congratulations to your three kids, and I wish good health to them. And I think your approach is very smart, and lots of people have this challenge of building something and wishing for their kids to continue it, but very few find this approach, the way to do it, because you don't want to pressure your children. You don't want to push them into a career that they don't want. That's always a bad thing. But deep down, a lot of people still think that at the end it would be beautiful for them to continue. And I think this your approach is is one of the best ways to do it, just to show example that this is a nice path. This is a very valuable advice for me, because we are expecting our first child this summer, so I'm
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we are also already thinking about lots of parenting and all these sort of things. Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and see you in the next one.